Good evening, Stuns and Skulls fans, or good afternoon, depending where you are in the world. It's time for our round 2 recap of our first ever season. And with me, I've got my best mates, the one and only, the Hot Dice Lord himself, Bezo. Evening, Bezo.
Good evening.
Now then.
How the hell are you?
I'm not bad, mate. I'm not bad. Just finished work, obviously, as you do. But I'm still liking that booby. Yesterday said he could understand me, not you. I take that as a win, you know.
Yeah, that's funny. At least there isn't any of the Germans tonight.
The Germans, and we haven't started at the 9 o'clock. So there's always that as well.
Yes.
Obviously, everything's going right for you in the easy play pool. Obviously, me in the hard play pool. Quad Skulls.
No, stop.
Have I mentioned with you about Quad Skulls? Have I mentioned Quad Skulls?
You have, yeah. You know this is not true.
Do you know what I mean? So, well, I've got all the elite coaches in my play pool, you know. But it is what it is. Anyway, let's get on with it, because I know you've got a game, Sun Skulls game
Hopefully,
round 3.
Yes, I do, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're going to start off with the Bloodweiser circuit.
Okay.
Just easy doing that way. And I'll tell you what, the best thing was Armac last week, and I don't blame him. He was like, for his triple bank, he was like, I ain't going to mess about. I'm going to go safe. I'm going to go with Zerpils and the bloody Green Boys. And what happened? the Rats beat them. But Rats are dangerous, and to be fair, this is what Blood Bowl's about. You know, I thought the Rats were really lucky in week 1. And then in week 2, I didn't see the game, but apparently the Orcs were really lucky in week 2, and that's it. And if you're unlucky against Rats, Rats will make you pay. And like I say, Sleepy is a very good coach as well. Both brilliant coaches. I was gutted I missed this one.
See, I picked the Rats in this one, I believe.
Yeah, a few people
I think
did.
I said 3-1, but
I understood why Zerpils went. Not Zerpils, sorry. Armac went for Zerpils, because obviously Zerpils doesn't lose many. And I gave it to Zerpils just because it is Zerpils, but I wasn't as confident as Armac, and thankfully I wasn't. Although Dragoon let me down, so we'll come to that in a minute. But yeah, I mean, really happy for Sleepy, and obviously Zerpils. It's a loss. I mean, top 4 go through, but as I've already said, the cool kids go to the Wooden Lobbler, so don't worry about it.
This is true.
So both teams had decent possession. Like I said, he gave away 43 blocks, but only 4 KOs the Green Boys did. So when you only KO 4 Rats, you're in big trouble.
Yeah, especially with that many blocks as well.
Yeah, and the Rats only did 27 blocks, but they did KO 1 and injure 1. So I thought it was a really, really, really good result for the veterans. So both teams obviously get a win this week. Both teams got a win on the board. The veterans will go against the Honeymoon, the Chaos, and the bloody Green Boys. They are not happy, and they take on the Horny Har of Armac. So that's
that's a big good game. That.
Yeah. So we'll come to the we'll talk about week 3 in a minute when we go through week 2.
Yeah, bother.
Now this is disgusting. The only thing what was more annoying than my Quad Skulls this week, don't know if I mentioned that to anybody, was In a Lizard Far Far Away couldn't beat the Big Lebowski.
Yeah. I mean,
is he trying to make me look bad? And you know what annoyed me? I watched this game. I came home, I watched it, and he had a chance to stop him. That's the thing that annoyed me. The Lizards could have stopped the Lebowski, but typical laziness from Dragoon is like, I'll just one turn like I do against Bernie, I'll just throw some nice dice, get some really crazy dice, and I'll just win 2-1. And what happened? It didn't work for him. You're not playing against me, Dragoon. You played against somebody else. And it didn't work, but he could have stopped it. He could have won 1-0, but he didn't. Yeah. And he let me down. He let my fans down. He let the Lizards down. He let himself down. Exactly. Yeah. He let Bezo down, who is the Lizard Lord.
He let me down.
You know, I feel like that was a slap in the face to myself and you, Bezo, if I'm being brutally honest.
Yeah.
The Big Lebowski, well played to them.
Ball possession.
Oh.
Yeah, 68% ball possession for the Dwarfs. That is good going.
Yeah.
And there was a big kill, wasn't there, in that game?
Oh, I can't remember now. I'm still trolling.
I'm sure there was a big Crocs dead in that game.
Oh, yes, he died, yes.
Which is I
tell you, Stolzy, and I'll tell Bearzo now, I was that appalled by the way Dragoon played that game. I might play the Lizards next season, because I think Lizards deserve to have a top Lizard coach. And since Bearzo ain't playing them, I'll play them.
I have a Lizard team in the thingy at the minute, so we shall see.
You're a very good Necro
We
player
shall
as
see.
well, though. Yeah.
We shall see.
But yeah, I mean, like I
yeah.
said, I understand what Dragon's going with the one in Nans, but I don't think he did that many one in Nans. He's always going to be tough, but I don't know. I really fancied the Lizards in this game. I really, really did, and I don't think the dice were that terrible. The armor held up though for Lebowski. 48 blocks and only 1 KO from the Lizard. So that is that is unfortunate, and I had something very similar this week as well. So I appreciate that, and I appreciate that he was hard against all that guard, a death roll, and all that. So I get it.
Early Lizards is tough.
Yeah, I get it,
tricky.
but the amount of times I see Dragoon do this bullshit stuff and just does so well against dwarfs with lizards, and then as soon as I triple B it, he lets me down, and he could have stopped him. That's why I was annoyed. I was like, all right, wait, where are you running away from? Stop him. Dragoon, where are you going? And he was still getting hit. So he might as well stay where he was, win the game, make me look good, get himself 3 points, and keep his honour, and we're all right. But
Correct.
he didn't. He did. He ran away like an elf. So I'm pretty annoyed about that. I'm not gonna lie.
If he is listening or does listen to this, drop me a PM, mate. We need to have words.
Yeah. See, and the thing is as well, obviously you're his general manager of Blitz as well. So
yes, this is true.
It's not good to upset your boss. But So what we got next week then? So Elizabeth Fire, they're against the Smelly Underpants, so that'll be interesting. We had a bit of claw there, and the Lebowski had to munch on some goblins.
Yes, this is true. Which the goblins got a big win this week, didn't they?
I'm going back to that. I'm going to have a look. Yeah, they did. Yeah, and I predicted that. And that's the next game, isn't it? This one though, there was a bit of unfortunate on this one. I saw some of it, and it looked good for the Goblins for a 2-1 win. But then something went wrong, as it does. And then when I came back, he did have a shot on the ball, did the Chaos. But unfortunately, his family's had COVID and all that, and I think his wife or his son was really ill. So he kept pausing it. So I went to pause and see his young child, and unfortunately, he'd run out of pauses, and he ran out of time.
Okay.
And so it's really, really unfortunate. And obviously, it's more important is obviously his wife and his young children as well. So it's been unfortunate there.
I mean, you've got to say, nearly 70% ball possession for Goblins is pretty impressive.
He's a good coach with Goblins. It's good, and there weren't many blocks thrown as well. But look at that: 26 blocks, 5 KOs, and 3 injuries. So this is what Goblins can do. And obviously, we knew the other Goblins beat the Wood Elves. We'll talk about later. So when things go right for Goblins, they can be an absolute nightmare, even for Dwarves. I've seen it.
Correct.
And it was just one of those things. So I was quite happy because I stuck my neck out for the greedy assists, and they got it done for me. So I'm pretty proud of that.
Fanatic with Mighty Blow as well. That is one of the nicest little things in Blood Bowl.
Yeah. So the K's going to have it tough against the Rats, I think, and then obviously
that's going to be a tricky game.
Then the Goblins against Lebowski, the Dwarf. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the Chaos will struggle this week.
We'll see. The final one then, if we go back to it, was Horry Har Har against Smelly Underpants. I thought it was quite a good game.
Yes.
A draw, I thought was a fair result. Not much really death in that. Both teams like to inflict injuries though. 33 blocks.
Hardy Har was unlucky, weren't they? They only got 9 breaks against 16 for the. You think it'd be the other way around, really, wouldn't you? But
with the Goblins, maybe, yeah. But the Claw always makes a big deal, I think.
This is true,
But again, early doors, you sort of the way I look at when I look at play polls, I look at what's going to be a problem for me, and I've sort of got it in my head that right, if I can get a draw out of this, I'll be happy. And I think both these teams will look at this think, if we can get a draw, happy days really. Top 4 will get through. It's all about getting into the top 4 more than anything else. Yeah, it is seeded, but it's no good if you don't get in there. So
you see, Hardy Har's got a nice. That's sort of where I'd like my team to be at. Really, it's a very, very nice team.
Yeah.
Made blodge on both his walls is immense. Both his white columns got block as well, which is massive.
Yeah.
So. Very nice team.
Yeah. Right, we'll go to week 3, and obviously I'll now look at the team.
Yeah,
so first of all, we've got Sin Bin Honeymoon versus the veterans, the Vermitopian veterans. So I'll have a look at the Nick's team first. Obviously, this is early chaos, so it's always struggle. 1370 TV, 60K.
He's got a very good team for early chaos, though.
Not a fan of Manos. I'll be honest, I don't like them. But he's out, and his -1 busted as well. I'd sack him.
Yeah.
But he's got -1 on the Warrior as well. So this team's gone through the walls.
Yeah. But you know what? 15 games. It's looking all right for 15 games. He's got a really nice Chaos Warrior.
This team has got potential. It'll take him this season, but like I say, the good thing is he's going to make the playoffs regardless. So he'll get at least another one game in there as well. So,
Yes.
It's too early this season for him. But he might do all right in the Wooden Nobbler, depending on obviously what he can get. But at the moment, the Mana needs to go, in my opinion. It's unfortunate that the Chaos Warrior's movement forward, although it's like an Aegir Warrior now, isn't it? But it just needs to stop getting his stuff broken, really, I think.
Yeah.
He's only got the one tackle, what could be a problem this week. I mean, if we look at, what's it, 1370 there, but let's have a look at the Rats.
The Rats are quite high up, aren't they? 16 somewhere, I seem to remember.
Yeah.
But it's a nicely built team. I remember I seen that there was a couple of liners with Russell.
Yeah, I mean, I like this team because the 14 players, the only thing they're lacking is claw, really. The Go Runners are developing quite nicely. He's got 2 DPs, I love that. I think Ratchados have loads of DPs. Obviously, the rest of Lanos, I love that because they can open up gaps, what you need. The thrower is just a typical thrower. Obviously, he's played 2 very good teams already. I think Sleepy J, after really was a lucky in week 1, he got his Air in week 2. And, the team is progressing nicely.
He's got the makings of nice gutters as well. He's trying to go down the lines of 2 ball sackers as well, which would be nice, hopefully, if he gets wrestle tackle. That one's got horns. Get him something nice next, and away we go.
Yeah.
The good thing is as well, the only stat downs are the dirty players, which is great because they're just there for fouling anyway, aren't they? So,
right. Okay. Right. Question for people in the chat, and obviously Bears will be. I'm thinking of buying or getting DeMarco to paint me a lizard team for tabletop, but I want my lizards to be different coloured skins. I don't want blue, so I've gone for a red and black Saurus. What other colour Saurus would look cool? That's what I want to know.
Black and white, mate. Black and white.
You know what I thought of that? An albino with black.
Oh.
Black and white, okay. Anybody else want to let me know what they think would be a good skin colour for Saurus? Or even skinks or chameleon skinks? Let me know in chat.
I'd have orange skinks.
Would you?
Bright orange skinks.
Yeah, but then I ain't going to be able to hide them, am I?
Exactly.
Nah, I'm the big guy because they're fucking bright. I don't want them murdered. Don't forget, I'll ask for the triple B banker or the triple Bears up, triple B banker. I'll ask you at the end. But what I want to know now, Bears, is who wins this game.
The veterans, Vermintopia veterans.
What score are you going?
Have got this one.
Come on, give me a score.
Sorry, the Rats. The thing. I think he's going to win this 3-1.
I'm going to go 4-0. I think the Rats blow away. I think the Rats are going to blow away the Honeymoons. The Honeymoon's going to be a nightmare. I just think they're just so powerful, so good. And I'm afraid poor old Nick, with just the one tackle, and his team battered already.
Yeah.
I'm afraid it's going to be a bad day at the office for the Honeymoon. Right, next one then. The Smelly Underpants versus the shame Inner Lizard far away, who really let me down last week. Let's have a look at the teams. We'll go with Smelly Underpants. I'm still kicking myself why I didn't pick them to be in the top 4. but they've got a blitzer out this week. They've got a blitzer out. What's big? But the claw piece is still there, and the troll claw piece is still there.
Yep.
They're only
that
11:30.
Is your deciding factor against lizards, isn't it?
They're only 11:30.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was impressed last week, and they've got a big win over the Big Lebowski as well. The team's in form. Yeah, Nick, it is a team in development. We know this.
It is, but so is all of them.
Yeah, but Chaos more than anything, I think.
A big deciding factor here as well. I know the Lizards don't have any tackle. That could be a problem. Because we all know, I mean, they've got a lot of block on the Saurus, but we all know how frustrating
the great thing for the Underworld is they're gonna actually get TV. They're only 11:30, and the Lizards are. How many players have they got? So they've got 11 as well. They've got 11.
Yeah.
So if that Claw can fire and get rid of a few players, they're in trouble. And he's bought another Crocs, so that's a brand new Crocs.
He has, yeah.
Oh, this is a tricky one. This is a really tricky one for me.
Yeah,
if that Claw fires, But they haven't got the strength, but they've got 2 claw. So if the claw can chop a few Saurus early does, then this is a trouble. And they might even go for a wizard. So come on, Bears, what are you thinking?
I think this is another big one for whoever receives first. I think if Dragoon receives and does a bit of damage early on, I think it could spiral out of control.
Right.
Whereas the other way around, I think if it gets a couple of early claw hits on the Saurus on the front line, that could change things big. It's a tough one, mate. I'm going to go for the lizards because I like lizards.
Right.
I want to go 2-1 to the lizards.
I'm going to go lizards because if I go smelly underpants, Dragoon will just win just to piss me off.
Yes.
So I'm going to keep with the lizards just on that theory. But I think if the claw doesn't fire, he can get rid of the claw early. And sometimes Pally doesn't protect his claw pieces, so Dragoon's not daft. It'll hit him. And the skinks are a lot faster than goblins, so on that theory, without the blitzer out as well, I'm going to go with the lizards far away. Right, Hardy Ha Ha versus the Bloody Green Boys. Arbak versus Zerples. Bloody hell. Zerples is not a happy bunny.
No.
Dice didn't go very well. Nick Jean says, I fuck them off and play Chorfs again. Chaos are really good, mate. You just got to keep things with Chaos is you've got to keep them developed. Manos are a massive no-no, though, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right, let's look at the Zerples then. We've got... look at all this guard. Mighty Blow guard.
Zerples seems beautiful.
He has got a blitzer out what'll hurt. It's a good blitzer, but he does have a copy one.
It's a very nice team, that.
Yeah. And obviously Zerples.
A strong fat Black Orc as well.
Yeah.
It's a very, very nice team. But do you know what? Like I said before, the Necro, I'd happily have that team as well. That is a very good team.
Just to let you know, just totally off this. Apparently Dragoon's completely pissed, and he'll be using your Timberwolves later on tonight.
Oh, brilliant! Has he messaged you?
No, I've just seen it in the MML chat. So that's like professionalism for you. Not only did he screw my Triple B last week, he's completely wrecked, and he'll be trying to get your team killed.
Wonderful.
Yeah, just like that. And their play as well for the Orcs, I like that. The Hardy Ha Ha.
Cracking team, that, mate. This is where I'd like to be.
Obviously, block on the golems, guard.
Yeah, he's got a splatter and a guard. He's got blodge, werewolves. Get him out of danger if you need to.
Yeah.
He's got a dirty player. He's got a kick.
Yeah.
Got a nice little wrestle goal, bit of sure hands. Yeah. I like this team, but I like both teams.
Yeah. So
this is a very hard one to pick.
Which one are you going with?
I am gonna say this is gonna be a draw, mate.
Oh, a draw. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I think this week. Zerples.
I mean, there's a lot of
Zerples doesn't really. Zerples doesn't lose 200 bounce.
Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know what? He's got that much guard as well.
He just doesn't lose 200 bounce as Zerples. I've never seen lose 200 bounce. So for that theory, I'm going with the Orcs.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So. Right, the Goblins versus the Dwarfs. The Goblins should be getting quite a bit of inducements. And they are at home as well, so I presume he's got the Nuffle Altar.
My God, how is he at 1730?
Well, I don't know. I wish I was, but hey.
God.
Wow. He's got a troll what needs leveling. He's got a pogo what needs leveling. Dustin, we are not happy that you haven't picked your levels. We're trying to do a recap, and
Come on, Dustin, what are you doing?
Come on, man. I mean, seriously. We might just have to triple B bank you just for the sake of it now.
I mean, he's gonna want block on the troll, isn't
he? Yeah. But,
what do you give the pogo? A sidestep and?
Well, I don't know. It depends what it's rolled. We don't know what it's rolled. So, you can't. I mean, obviously, you take block as a double. I'd probably take sprint if it's a normal.
Yeah, I mean, he's looking at potentially 600k in inducements, isn't he?
Yeah, so he's going to get Ripper, isn't he?
Yeah. Does he have any inducement? Does he have a stadium enhancement? So start players 50k less, so he can get a lot of nice stuff.
Right, Fez. I presume that's Fez. Couch Fez. That's got to be Fezar. He says it's a normal on the pogo, so I take sprint. And plus movement on the troll.
I don't think I take the movement.
I don't think I'll take the movement on the troll, personally.
No, it's a big...
Not having that.
No.
Not taking movement on the troll.
No.
But it's not terrible, I just wouldn't do it myself.
It's, like I say, it's a lot of inducements for the goblins, and they like that, don't they? Not only that,
definitely.
they've got 50k less for star players, but the Dwarfs are very, very strong.
They are. Let's have a look at them.
I cannot see past the Dwarfs winning this game.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, I mean, they are
plenty
horrid.
might blow. There's 4 might blow. 5 might blow.
They should be banned from the league. They're horrible.
It's a nice to put team. I mean, the only issue is the high TV. Although, for 20k, they can get 2 Dwarfs, 2 star players. There'll be 10k each because of the full altar. So it'd be interesting to see if Mighty Kaz goes for that. Who are you picking? Who are you picking then? Who are you picking?
Oh, Mighty Kaz all day on this one, mate.
Right. Well, I'm going to go against you.
This is going to be an utter bloodbath. This game.
I'm going to go against you. I'm going to go with the Goblins. I think the Goblins do it. I just think with all that, you're going to have 3 Trolls. You're going to have another Fnatic flying all over the place. I think they're going to pull up an upset. It may be a draw, but I think the Grinnisons can get this done. I think they can build on their... Because Dwarfs are slow. Yeah, I mean, the Dwarfs could make mincemeat of the Goblins. I get that. But if the Goblins have a good day, and then Fnatics go all over the place, and Rip starts breaking a few Dwarfs, if you can get a few Dwarfs off the pitch, it's a lot easier. But I guess it depends what's left on the other side.
Yeah, they might get it done, but I think this is going to be a rough game.
Right. Yeah, everyone will go with the Dwarfs, but I'm going to go with
carnage.
Tony said double Fnatic offense, yeah. Right, so obviously Bezo and Berry, so they're both going to be triple B bankers. Bezo, who is your triple B banker?
My triple B banker for this week is the Lizards. They're getting it done.
And the Lizards
Dragoon is getting it done, mate.
See, I don't know if I want to go easy here, or do I want to... You know what? No. My triple B banker this week is the bloody Green Boys.
Yeah,
Zerpos does not lose 2 on a bounce. He will not lose. He will win. Yeah. So that's my pick. Right. Yeah. Let's speed on to the Oddworld's Glory then.
Let's do this.
Let's get it done.
The easy play pool.
The hardest play pool of the lot. Right. The Gitlords got it done against the Wood Elves. I watched this game. It was one of the most fun games I saw all week. And the Troll Ripper caught the ball twice, including on the blitz.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it was a nip and tuck game. I thought Tony played amazing, and he was winning 1-0. And I think the Wood Elves got an extra 10, but was really looking. Obviously, it was 1-1. I thought that's it. But then he got a blitz. Ripper got the ball, and then some crazy scatters. And he got it done.
He's a very good Goblin coach. Very, very good.
Yeah, I'm like say it so bad. Look, Zerpos doesn't lose 2 on a bounce. He don't lose 2 on a bounce. Zerpos does not lose 2 on a bounce. He's gonna. I'm sorry, Armac. You're gonna lose this week. I'm afraid. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tricky, strong front line for him to face against, isn't it?
Yeah. I was just really happy for because I thought against the Humans was really lucky. The Goblins. I saw that game as well, and everything went wrong for them. And this week they got that bit of rubber green, and like I said, the Wood Elves only had 11 players.
Yeah.
So that was always going to be a concern, and obviously he got 5 KOs, 2 injuries as well. I just thought he was an amazing player. I knew Tony do well with Goblins. He's a great coach. He's a top coach, Tony. Yep. And it doesn't surprise me that he got the win. And I did say it wouldn't surprise me if we got it done. So what's up?
Yep.
It's over there in the thingy. Sorry, my missus just got me.
It's all right.
So yeah, I mean, like I said, the Wood Elves will bounce back from this. I still blame Dragoon for tipping the Crimson Pans shaky. It's all his fault. Blame him. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens.
He lost players early on, didn't he, Shaky? But he's rebuilding. So.
Yeah, he's still good enough to get through. The Crimson Pans play the Average Joes this week, and they get loads to play Blue Believers. That was a bit of a mouthful. We'll come back to that in a minute. Another Salvation Army got a big win against the Pink Pansies. They almost blew it though, did the Salvation Army. They went up to a 2-0 lead. They did something crazy. I didn't see the game, but some sort of crazy dive on a 5+ or something. I don't know if it was a red die or whatever. And he got the ball. Really happy for the High Elves getting it done.
Very healthy, nice High Elf team as well.
Yeah. And the Pansies, I think I tuned in for the second half, and I think the High Elves were like vanity passing. I'm like, what are you doing? And he messed it up, and he was really lucky that Hawker didn't get the draw. I thought the Elves sort of panicked a bit, and got a
It's
problem.
levelling up
So
nicer, his Hawkers team. I remember seeing it sort of 3 weeks ago, and it was just teared, and it's coming on very nice now.
Oh, what's on there? Don't know.
It's good.
So
they got next.
It's one of those things, isn't it? It's like, what can you do when you're slow and you're 2-0 down? I thought Hawker did really, really well, and it did his best. And I think another turn or two he would have got the draw, but he ran out of time.
Yep.
So it is what it is, isn't it?
Next game.
Right. Well, this is the game where I obviously lost, but at the same time I couldn't do anything else. I think obviously you yourself have been there before, where you played the best game you thought, and then the dice said, you know what, not today.
Yes.
And that's not disrespecting the average Joes. I think Jimmy Mack will the quad skulls on 10-7, where basically it was as I think we both agreed, it would have been a touchdown.
Yeah.
I was really, really happy the way we did that drive on in the first half. Really, really happy the way that happened.
Yeah.
He gave away 50 blocks as well, and we just couldn't get.
Yes, that's a lot. You expect a lot more.
You expect a lot more than that. But the quad skulls killed us. I mean, obviously the quad skulls happened, and that was that. And then second half, he did a lot of dodging where if he'd have failed that, again, I would have expected to have got the ball and won the game there. Nothing went right. It's just one of those games where you play well and the dice say no, and every time I needed a crucial J5, rolled a 1. I think I bent 5-6 re-rolls on a J5, because obviously dwarfs are slow and sometimes you're forced to do that. So average Joes at the moment, they're playing well, but the dice have helped them. They helped them in week 1 against the Goblins, I thought, although they played well. And in week 2, I certainly thought I got the rough end of the key dice. But that happens. That happens. I thought the Joes were a better team than on paper. But yeah, quad skulls killed any chance of a draw there, and then we chased the game after that. And as you can see, I did 50 blocks and I only got 7 XP, and 5 of that was for the MVP. So another miserable game for me. It's just not go, and that's and it's just not working for us. So it'll be interesting to see if we can bounce back in week 3, but we're against the Pink Panthers. Oh man, that's probably the last team I want to play in week 3, but we'll come to that shortly. And then I thought this was probably the bank of the week. I can't remember what I did as bank of the week. I hope it was this. The Blue Book Believers got it done against the Fern Tree Orchards. 2-1. I
sort of said the same for this one. Fez's team's great. Very dangerous
he's
side.
Definitely going to be one of those. He's definitely going to make the playoff. I mean, he's going to be one of those who could win the first season for definite. The Orchards battled the best. They tried, but in the end, he just couldn't stop Fez. And he got it done. I think Fez could go the way in this play pool at the very least. And that was what I think annoyed me in week 2, is that I'd got a great draw against Fez, and then fucking Nuffle stopped me in week 2. I mean, I didn't see the game really, but I think Orchard did well to keep the score close. To be fair. Right, let's have a look at week 3 then. Big game straight off then. The Crimson Pans, Shaky and his Wood Elves versus the Wood Elves. Sorry, I'm just getting a thing if I miss all the time. So what was I saying? Yeah, the Wood Elves of Crimson Pans versus Average Joes. Well, Average Joes, everything's going right from so far.
Yep.
I mean, I'm gonna have a look at the Average Joes first. They're a nice team.
Yeah, but they are banging
just the one
side. Really good team.
But they've got everything. The 1550. 4 Mighty Blow. I'm seeing what else have got.
Wood Elves have got quite a bit of blodge, haven't they? They're a nice side, really nice side. He's got his strip ball tackle, War Dancer,
Yeah.
He lost his other one, but he's got a fresh one now.
Yeah.
He's getting not getting a
Right.
journey.
You talk about that. I just remembered I've got to tell my mister. You just talk about who you think will win the Crimson Pines and Average Joe's. We're back in 2 minutes.
Yeah, no, it's looking at the Pines. Obviously, I've got a bit of guard in there, but I think Jimmy Mack's going to edge this one. Looking at his team, obviously I can't get it up with Bernie doing it at the minute, but he's got a cracking side. He's got 3 guards. He's got movement up on a throw and a catcher. He's got his tackle with jump up. Obviously, he's going down the route of pylon next on that one. He's got Peter LaFleur as well, strength 4 blitzers. I think Jimmy could be looking at a 3rd win, unless Shaky can get in there and stop him. He has got the leapers. He has got cage divers. We all know that, and he's also got a little bit of TV advantage as well. Obviously, going to get 80k. Don't know what he can get with that really. Assume he can't get a wizard because that'd help massively, but I think it's going to be 3 wins in a row now for Jimmy on this one. Bernie's still not back, but he will not be long. So I will have a little look at the Pines now. I think he did lose a lot of elves in the first week. He had a good war dancer. I can't remember what he had, but he's a great coach. Shaky, he knows exactly what he's doing, and it's a great build. Shame to get the movement down on the catcher, but he does have 2 more, and he has got a movement 9 catcher, which I presume will be getting sidestep next. And that is a belting team. I'll wait till Mr. Bernie gets back. He's probably chatting crap. I don't know what he's on about. Next game of the week is another Salvation Army against Ferntree Orchard Seasons. Now, I want to see Vancelow get a win this week. I think he was unlucky last week, but in his way, he's a very, very good coach and a very good team as well. The Salvation Army, strong side, 2 agi-ups, I seem to remember. I don't think he's got much guard, maybe 1 guard. I'll have a look at his team in a sec. But he's a great coach. I think this will be probably one of the games of the week in this league. And at the same time, Vancelow knows what he's doing, so I think that'll be very, very good.
I'm back. Who did you go with then? This is a tricky one, this.
Yeah, I went with Average Joe's for 3rd win in a row, mate. Just for the sheer amount of Mighty Blow as well. He's going to start splatting elves.
I'm just trying to look how many elves have got. He's not even got a bench, 11. Has he?
No.
I'm going to go with a draw for this one. I think it depends how negative Shaky is. If he's really negative, he might lose because he might win out with players. But if he takes the bull by the horns, he may get a draw. And eventually, Average Joe's are going to get some bad dice. And if he gets bad dice against the Wood Elves, Shaky will run up a score. So, Jimmy's in top form. The book will say Jimmy should win. Everyone will probably say Jimmy should win, but we know this is Nuffle and Blood Bowl. Nuffle gave him a helping hand last week, although he still played well. But it wouldn't surprise me, a bit like, with Sleepy, who was really lucky in week 1, but then got the dice in week 2. We could be having this again. Maybe the Shaky dog, who, let's be honest, needs a bit of luck for once. He's had a horrible start. Maybe this week he'll get something out of that game. Right.
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
Yeah, another Salvation Army versus Ferntree Orchard.
Yeah, I talked about this one briefly.
Yeah.
Just waiting for you. I think the Salvation Army is going to pinch this, sadly. Vancelow needs a little bit of luck. He plays well, and then something will go wrong. Like he'll have a bad dodge early on in a turn, and it always seems to cost him badly. I think if that got out of the system, I think it'd be a lot better and a lot more wins.
Yeah, and he's got that really nice Mighty Blow piece as well, and he's got the Agility 5 and stuff. It's a tricky one because if you look at all the blodge Vancelow's got, this is a tricky game. Oh God, I'm going to go draw again. I think this could be something like a 2-2.
Yeah,
I think there's enough.
2-2 draw.
I think there's enough blodge to help him. Yeah, Tony. Yeah, Jake. I think it's because I keep watching Jock's Elves in Blitz. So negative on offense, really is. So that's the reason why I said that. Right.
I've got Badger wanting to play whenever we can, mate. So if I do 10 minutes or so, then I'll have to disappear and get played.
the Gobsmack Gitloads then. That's Tony's team against the Blue Book Believers. Now, Tony, what a result for him. Yeah. And good old Fezar, we triple B banked him last week, and I think Armac did as well. And he, unlike Dragoon, he came good for us. So I always like that. The question is, can Fezar break some goblins? Now the problem is
he gets it done this week, mate.
The problem is he only has 11 players, but he's 70k over cap, so he could get a 12th player. I don't know if Fezar's still in chat and can tell us if he's getting a Lano, because that would help us when we're predicting.
Yeah, I reckon he will. He's got the money. He's going to be against a big wall of strength and nastiness, isn't he? So
Tony's so good. He hasn't got much, but he's so good.
Yeah, but you don't need much, do you? You rely on inducements with goblins. You're getting another Looney, you're getting another ball and chain, you're getting bloody hell, whoever you want, aren't you?
And that's what I'm saying. When you don't have a bench, you can't decide between a Witch and a Lana. Probably Lana's fought it right, so he's definitely going to get a bench, so that helps. So that also gives us... He's got the Knuffles altar. Is he at home? He is at home. Oh God. I'm gonna go with Fez, because I think out of all the coaches in this play pool, I think Fez is the one I would trust out of everyone. So that's the way I'm looking. So I'm gonna go with Fez, but Tony's got. Oh man, Tony could do it again, especially if he gets the what do they call it, removals. Yeah. I'm gonna say maybe 2 Lanos then. Yeah, keep going. We might get some. The more elves, the more I'm confident.
I'm gonna go Fez on this one. I think it's gonna be a really tricky, close game. But I think Fez is gonna pinch this one.
Right, then finally we got the Pink Pansies versus the Shield Wall of Halenzia. But the Pink Pansies totally opposite to the. But both teams lost, but they got a lot of level ups, including the strength on a Blitzer. 13 players. The just nasty. It's not going to be a high scoring game, I don't think. No. Obviously, I don't really see Hawker playing Hawk, so I can't really say anything about it.
I think it's going to be a really close game. I think you've got one extra guard, have you?
But he's got the extra strength.
Obviously, he's got the strength 4 and another roll up, so it's going to be tough.
Yeah, I don't fancy myself in this one. I wanted some level ups and I didn't get one. I needed some more guard. I think if you give me another couple of guard, I'd been confident we could do something. I think if I'm being brutally honest, and I'm probably doing this because it's myself, and I don't like to be negative, I'm going to go for a draw.
Yes, I was going to say 1-1, yeah.
I'm not even at home. If I was at home, I'd have had the Knuffles altar and would have got me at least it would have got me 2 players.
The only thing that might sneak it, Hawker could pinch a win with a 1-turn throw. Do you know?
It could, but he just outstrengths me and that might blows me, I think. So,
I think 1-1.
We're already looking at the wooden Nobler. Right then, what would you triple B bank of them?
This is hard, this one. I'm going to go Blue Block Believers. I think it's going to be a cracking game, but I think he's going to win that.
Yeah, Fezard didn't let me down in week 1. Was it week 2 he didn't let me down, sorry. And yeah, I'm going to go with the triple Bs with the triple B banker. It just seems to just go, doesn't it? Yeah, Blue Blood Believers, I think they get it done against the Goblins. I'm going for them because I just think they're all tricky tars. So when it's tricky tars, I believe in Fez, and I think Fez will get it done for me.
Completely.
Right, Bugman's Brewery, I'm whizzing through this. I know you got to go in a minute. Quickly. Oh, there's a... So, the Howls versus the Seasoned Dubskulls are the first ones. We saw this, obviously. I think we streamed this as well.
Awesome.
Interesting game. I thought Booby played quite well, but then made hard work of it. Obviously, I thought the Necro were ruthless.
Do you know what? Similar to what you said earlier about your game, mate. I don't feel like I made any mistakes that game.
Yeah. A draw's still good enough, I guess.
It is, but I feel like I deserve the win, even for the point of getting the ball down 3 times in the second half. And 3 times picking it up on a 5+ and a 6+ and a 5. But it got frustrating where you're not really doing anything wrong. And even the last turn, I'd set up a column defense, and he gets the one dice power and picks it up to score. It was frustrating.
Yeah.
But it's like I say, it's a draw.
Yeah,
Bobby played well.
He played well for majority. I thought there's a couple of turns that he wasn't so good, and I think that's what got him in trouble. Where I think you played pretty solid all the way through, and it's just unfortunate at the end. As we said earlier, it happens. It's Blood Bowl. So
I needed to split his mummies up, and I did. His Tomb Guardians up, sorry, and I did.
You did, and you did
that's
that
what
well.
was needed to do. But
yeah.
I'll take a draw. I've lost my white, but
that annoys me more than anything else. So
right,
the Triple B banker, the Atlanta Falcons. Hey, 4-0 winners. But let's be honest, they should have won 6 or 7. He stalled. That's not good. He shouldn't be stalling when you've got someone on the ropes and you need to level up. I was really disappointed that he stalled. He told me why, but I still ain't having it. They got 51 blocks, did the Chaos. They just, the 51 blocks, 2 KOs, 5 injuries, 1 kill. So that's fine. But then again, the Falcons, 3 injuries and killed 1. So they bunged the hair as well. A masterclass from the team I chose to win Stuns and Skulls Season 1.
Yeah. He's only got 6. He's only got 6 players.
I know, and I still tipped him to win the full thing. I just think with elves, when you're playing the TV inducements, you only need 1 or 2 good players. Then get a wizard, and then get a few star players. What the pro elves do, they do excel at. They got plenty of choice, and then there you go. He's still just 2 blitzers.
even your journeyman are class, aren't they? Do you know?
60k.
You can you don't give a shit about them. You're lobbing them in, and
I just think he's a good coach. He's got a very high win percentage with Elven Union as well. And I just really fancied him, and he did disappoint. 4-0 could have been more. The Shapeback Steelers beat the Ogres 2-1. I really felt for the Ogres in this. They're so unlucky. I think the Ogres had a great chance to, well, not great chance, but they could have done something when it was 1-1 to give him a chance to at least get the draw, but they didn't. I didn't like the way they did their last drive, and that basically helped the Orcs, and the Orcs, I think, scored on 10-16. I felt for the Ogres doing quite well. But the problem with the Ogres were they was basing up with Nobblers on Mighty Blow tackle Orcs. You should not be basing up unless there's a reason. And he based it way too much, and that is why he lost the game. These poor Nobblers were just getting cleaned out, and he was basing. I'm like, well, because I think it was me, Drake. Who was watching? Was like, why is he basing there? There's no reason.
21 armor breaks, man. Do you know? You're not going to win a game if you've got that against you.
And that was the main thing. I felt for the Ogres. I just thought, God, if he just was a bit more fortunate, he would have got something out there. But unless you're playing me, do not base Nobblers up. It's a recipe for that. For me, please do it all the time, because I need all the help I can get. But you shouldn't be doing that. And that was, to me, was the main reason. Final game then, the Bumblebees versus Altdorf Sentinels. It was a good game. Stolz was really unlucky here. He had a potential chance to go 2-0 up, but that good old throw I rolled a double 1. He scores there, he wins the game.
He does,
I thought Stolz had played extremely well that game. Again, very similar to myself and you. It just could not get it done. Even when he was down players, that second half defense, he threw everything there. DeMarco played well. He kept it together when Stolz put the pressure on him. It was a really good game of Blood Bowl. But again, that thrower scored a touchdown, but cost him 1 as well. So I feel for Stolzy, and I know it'll come good. He's playing humans really well. What's refreshing, and he's enjoying playing humans as well. And someone's named his thrower Tim Tebow, because Tim Tebow couldn't throw for fuck all in the NFL, but he could score. He could run and score. So, good game. The Bumblebees obviously doing well, and it'll be interesting. Right, so they're all done. Week 3. The Bumblebees versus the Strikeback Steelers have been played. What I will say is the Strikeback Steelers threw that game away. As soon as they started thinking about killing and everything in the second half, they had so many chances to get someone on that game. I don't think DeMarco played that well. I thought he was there to be taken. But the problem was the Bumblebees did enough right to get it done. But the Strikeback Steelers, if they actually decided not to palm all the time and just decided... I mean, he had a 1 die later on, and he decided to go for a red die. And if he'd gone for the 1 die, what he should have done, he would have probably got a draw. It was just a crazy game, and then obviously the 10-16 fouling on that was a bit out of order.
I was going to say, there was a lot of times he based up to get 2 shots with his pommer rather than trying to stop the ball and stop the score. And then, like I say, I think the last, I don't mind saying it, I do think it was a bit unsportsman-like.
And the thing was, as well, DiMarco then could have fouled.
Yeah, DiMarco could have fouled his star player and didn't.
Yeah,
and then
he didn't. And then he still thanked him with a 10-16 foul. Now, there's nothing wrong with the fouling, but I'll tell you now, there's 2 coaches in this player pool who saw that, because they're both on stream with me, Stolzy and Bezo. And don't be surprised if you get 10-16 fouled or get shown no mercy if you play him. Obviously, you've already played Bezo, but I know what Stolz is like, and he won't forget that. So that's going to be interesting. Right, quickly go through the games then. The Blood God Despoils against the Howls. This is your team against the Chaos. You're getting inducements as well. To me,
that is coming up soon.
If Howls don't win this game, I am going to speak to Bezo. I am going to speak to him because I'll know what it'll be. He'll be effing this, effing that. To me, the only way the Howls lose this if Bezo forgets how to play and the Mano just has a field day. I'm sorry, Paul. You've got inducements. You've got oh man.
But I think I'm only.
Has a habit of throwing the spanner in the works. I know this, but
it does. Me and him have some right tussles, mate. It is horrendous.
I just can't see it. I just can't see anything but a Necro win. So I'm going to go Necro 3-1, 4-1. I can't see it. 3-1, 4-1. Happy days.
Right. It's not happening, but thanks.
Yep. Next game then. Do you want to pick yourself or?
Yeah, I'm going to. Dub Skulls are going to pick this one, mate. They can stand up to the Ogres with interest. And they've got their tackle.
Booby's been playing well, and he's got 4 strength 5. He's got some mighty blow in there as well.
Yeah, his tackle's massive, mate. He's got three tackle pieces. It's huge against this team.
Yeah, the Ogres and Kotick have been doing well. My heart wants to cheer on Kotick here, but
yeah, definitely.
The way he keeps basing worries me.
Yeah,
he can't keep basing like that.
He can't use his strength in this one.
Yeah,
he can't.
I mean, basically,
all the other games he can't in this.
What he needs to do, he needs to keep putting my pocket off the pitch until turn 8 or turn 16 and try the throw. But he needs to foul the Tomb Guardians or the Killers with that DP. He needs to protect the DP and then foul like mad.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Saying all that though, I expect Booby Man to win this 2-0, 3-1, something like that. I think Booby will be too strong for him. To me, the clash of the round, the Altdorf Sentinels versus the Atlanta Falcons. A lot of inducements for the Falcons here. Stolz is in very bullish mood. He's been really lucky, I thought, first 2 weeks. I think he lost his patience in week 1 and it cost him, although he was unlucky second half. And then obviously I thought he played really well against the Dwarfs. Is it going to be third time lucky?
No, he'll come good week 4, Will Stolzy. He's playing me. So he will come good then. He'll just trash everything. 3-0 win.
Yeah, well, he might kill a couple of wolves.
This will be a good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. If I wasn't playing in the top game, I'd like to watch that one. But I'm playing in it. I think this will be a good game. This will be the game of the week.
Well, I'm going to go with the Falcons.
Yep. Okay.
So
I'm going to say the Sentinels are going to get it done this week.
I think it deserves to get a win.
But this has a big 2-2 written all over it as well, though. Do you know?
I think the Falcons. You see, the thing what puts me off about the Falcons is they should have. Well, I mean, they still blew out the Blood God Despoilers 4-0, but he let his pedal off, and that worries me because I think with Elves you should be ruthless. He's going to have a wizard. I can see.
He's got a win.
I tell you what I want to see. I want to see the Falcons go up, score early, bang, 1-0. Wait, late in the first half, wizard, bang, bang, 2-0, game over, done. Then call him defense second half. Stolzy can't do now. Falcons win. I'll look good. That's what I want to see. And if he does that, he'll win. If he doesn't, Stolzy might do. I don't know. Stolzy deserves a win, but with that thrower, who knows? If he has to throw with that thrower, I'll be worried. It's a good game. Head says Falcons, heart says Stolzy, but I've got to go with my head. I'm going to go with the Falcons. They'll get it done.
Fair one.
Right, Triple B banker then before you go then. Which one are you going to go with?
I'm going to go Dub Skulls this week, buddy. He's getting it done. I think he's got too much. He can outpower the Ogres, and he's got a lot of tackle. It is the last play, Paul
Shaky. Yeah, you'd have to go back and have a look after this. The only worry I've got is that the 1-turn throw from the Nobblers. The triple B bank for me this week is the Howls. Howls won't lose. They just won't lose. They're just far better, and they're getting inducements. Fuck me. If the Howls lose this week, it's going to be the biggest shock of Stuns and Skulls since we've started. That's how confident I am. And I know Bearzo will not let me down like Dragoon did, because Bearzo's a friend, unlike Dragoon, who cost me and made me look bad. So Howls will win it. I would say out of the 3 bankers, the Howls is my main one. No pressure.
Thanks, mate.
So there we go. We're done. We're done and dusted. Bearzo's off to win 3-4-1.
I'm going to look good afterwards.
And are you streaming it or is?
I am streaming it now, mate. I'm just going to play it.
I might watch it. My child's in bed now, so she just said, "Look, after that, be quiet." So they're all at work tomorrow, so I don't want to wake them up. So I might have a cheeky watch on it while I do other stuff. But good luck in your game. Good luck in game for everybody. Shaky, we're done. Don't let me down, Shaky. Like I say, it will be on my Twitch, and obviously I will be transferring it all onto my YouTube channel. We're hoping, I'm going to have Avoiders Airport. We're thinking of getting the new website up and running in February. So stay tuned to that. Thanks again to Bearzo. Good luck. Thanks to everyone. Good luck this week. And we'll see you next week for round 3 recap. Bye-bye.
Peace out all.
See you all.